Okay, so my name's Chisom Bethel Anthony. Um, I'm so happy, you know, that I'm an Igbo man. I'm an Igbo man. It's a beautiful thing, and I love my life. Let me share um, something with you. You see, I remember those days of Ekwa English. For those of you that knows Ekwa in Kano State, Ekwa English section. I finished my high school in GSS Karo, Government Secondary School Karo, Abuja, because we had to move from Kano State to Abuja, and this is largely in part, due to the riots and the killings of Christians in Kano, and also the hatred towards the Igbos and Christians in general, irrespective of your tribe. Okay, so we moved to Abuja. I completed my high school in GSS Karo secondary school, and it was a very beautiful experience, right? But one day I asked my father, may he so rest in peace, why is it that my name's Bethel Anthony? Now, in all of my educational documents, from kindergarten all the way to high school, it's just Bethel Anthony. The same with all my siblings. So I asked my dad, I said, why is it that my name's, my culture, Igbo, is not reflected in my names, and it's just Bethel Anthony? He told me that in Nigeria, there's a policy, and with all intent and purposes, it enthrones the Northerner or the Fulani man, or better still, a better language, it prioritizes anybody who is not an Igbo, and then that there are numerous policies. One of them is federal character, and there's also a place of birth, of state of birth and place of birth, which to me I still find very unnecessary, and these policies very unnecessary and very, very discriminatory, but then it is what it is. That is the reality. Okay, so if I finish from university, and all of that, and I apply, let's say I apply for a contract or apply for a bid, a job, for promotion, a lot of decisions are going to be made based on my last name, based on my state of origin, based on my place of birth. And so he's a strong Christian, and he decided that, this is not going to factor in, in my names, in our names. So I'm Bethel, unapologetically, and I'm also Chisom, right? And so this is up until university. I decided to bear this name Chisom, and let people know that I'm also a Chisom, but it is a big problem, and so when people talk about NECO and IPOB, and all of this, I really laugh, because how is it fair? How is it fair? And it still bugs my understanding of how professionals, of Southern Nigerian extract, who are supposed to be smart, who are supposed to, at least fight for everyone, would allow for a system whereby a student from Southern Nigeria writes WAEC or writes NECO, for example, which is National Examination Council, right? Of course, I still don't understand why we have NECO when there's WAEC, but that's a conversation for another day, But it is really unfair that the cutoff mark for a student in northern Nigeria is 9, it's 7, it's even 2. It's funny because it's even lesser for a northern Nigerian boy than for a northern Nigerian girl. I don't understand. And then it is 136 or over 100 for a southerner, a southeasterner. A southeastern boy or girl has to make an average of 136, 120, 100 above, to be able to have passed NECO. While a boy from northern Nigeria, in Zamfara, for example, has to make just 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 at most as an average. It is unfair. Yeah, it is unfair. It's really unfair. I'm not going to talk about any solution. I'm just going to, add my voice to this. It is unfair. Having to hide my cultural identity so that I can get opportunities in life is unfair.